Hopefully this is working. My students want me to do this. This is my Minecraft world. Um, we're gonna start with Centennial High School. It's one of my favorite builds that I've done because it looks actually like a school. So we'll take a little tour of it. Um, it's not truly done. Eventually, I'll put a parking lot here. But other than that, let's take a tour. This is its like front entryway. This is actually modeled after a school that I grew up with in Las Vegas. So yeah. So it's Centennial High School in NEISD because in the map format, like it's in the northeast corner of the map. It was completed October 2023, which its anniversary was 2 years ago yesterday, which is really cool. I think, I don't know. It was a replacement project for Eubanks High School. It's just down the road that way. Um, and it now is a middle school. Let's start with academic side first. Um, this is like the PAC, the Fine Arts area, the Performing Arts Center. Says visitors check in at main office. So there are two floors here. This is the courtyard. Very bland. I don't like courtyards doing much. Well, let's start with the main office. Um, this is the main office. Not much is here. There's offices. Teachers' lounge, counselor's office is here. There's an isolation area for students that are hoot and holler. That's the teachers' lounge, and that's like the front desk for like visitors, and this is for the student end. I'll put lockers here eventually. That's a staircase. We'll go over that in a little bit. This is the main academic side. There's technically four levels. They're separated by like 100s, 200s, 300s, 400s. So technically, all the 100s are one subject, all the 200s are one, and then 300s are something, and so forth. We have a lecture hall in here. Very simple. And then these classrooms are all just basically the same. Nothing much to them. We have a staircase here at the front of the school. And then same thing on this floor. At this floor, the second floor, the 200 level, just does not have a lecture hall. This is what a normal classroom would look like. Small windows, not much going on with the windows. But yeah, that's what it looks like. And then I decided to change the walls for interior versus exterior classrooms. This is what the hallway on the second floor looks like. It's cool. This is the staircase. It's not very big, but it's cool. Eventually I'll put some landscaping here. We have a dean's office right here in this second built-in space. This is the 400s right here. This is all science classrooms. So yeah, we'll go in there soon. Yeah, we do have skylights up here. The restrooms are in this interior section of the building, even on the first floor. Just how that looked. This is the library. Not a lot. It's a small library, as you can see, very small. But there's lots of storage in this. I imagine it as like a rotating system, so that there's never anything really the same. Here's the look from over there. I like how it looks in the library. I think it's really cool. We'll go out here so I can show you it. Here's what it looks like from here, like a Sharp Evans high school look. That's their cafeteria. We'll go in there. So yeah, this is the one elevator on the campus. So yeah. So this is the 400s level. This is all science labs. What's cool is that there's a pass-through. So this right here is a lab. They are small, but as you can see, there are pass-throughs in little storage closets. The pass-through just takes you all the way down. In the middle, there's like a teacher's lounge, but for science labs. This is a teacher's lounge, but these exterior rooms, there's only a couple of them, are more like science classes that don't need lab space. So like environmental science doesn't really need lab space and things like that. There's also a staircase on this end for the 300 level. This one also has just science labs, but they're not like upstairs. So Yeah, I don't know. It's the 300s is a weird area. Um, and there's also random things. Right here we have a teacher's restroom. This is a toilet and a sink. We have the special education area, storage. These are culinary labs. There's actually no kitchen set in there. See, this is culinary A. So this is technically culinary B. This is like the classroom setting of the culinary program. Then you have a culinary area here with stations. Um, and then there's also a corridor here. And then this is another culinary classroom. And there's storage and whatnot back there. Over here, we have staff only area. There's an extra little space here, and then over here is facility maintenance. Some things like a boiler and all of that, but there's nothing really in there. This is for the cafeteria employees. And then this is the cafeteria for their facility. It's fairly large, taller ceiling with some school colors decorated in. I divvied up the brick because it was all kind of the same. So I differentiated it. They have a little stage in here for live entertainment. These are the lunch lines, and then this is the cafeteria space. Not much to look at, nothing's really here. I don't want to put anything in here. But these lunch lines are very tall compared to like a different school. Back here's the sound booth, and then if they need to use the restroom, they have to come out here, and that's the restroom for the cafeteria and the 600s hall. So that's how that works. I like how the windows slowly move up. I think it looks really cool. And my favorite view actually of the school is this. Don't know why. I just think it looks cool. It's not really cool, but I like it. Over here in the 600 level, we have like the engineering classes. These are taller classrooms with bigger ceilings and offices. And so, for example, this one right here is huge. But in between this one and the next room, there's this baby little classroom. And it has another storage office space, and then another storage space. This happens every once in a while, and then at the very end of this hallway is our auto tech area. So you can bring a car in here, work on car mechanic things, do all that jazz. And then you leave this, and it used to be just nothing, but now I built an ag program, and it's a magnet. It is separated from the school. They have their own attendance office. Students who are in this program, though, do have to walk from wherever they're going all the way over here. However, this building does have its own set of classrooms, and you can see them right here. And so we'll go in here. It's not the most extravagant thing. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It is fairly new. August 29th, 2025. Centennial Agriculture Magnet Program. So you can see it has its own little foyer. The main office is really tiny. Ag director, counselor, the ag dean, teacher's lounge, and then the bookkeeper. And then out here is called the Commons. Agriculture Magnet Program is AMP. This is just the big area where kids can hang out or we can have events. This is supposed to be a projector. I don't have a mod for that, but we have skylights in here carrying that over from the main campus. On this first floor, this is what the classrooms look like. There's only 6, not much. Student restrooms here. And then on the second floor, the stairs are all the way down there. It's the same type of thing. There's 7 classrooms up here, though. We have one additional. And then this is a teacher's lounge down there. 2 more classrooms here. And then this is the ag barn. There are a couple classrooms over here, but this is mainly a barn. 2 classrooms here for stuff, restrooms. We have storage for the barns, and then this is the barn. It can be retrofitted with grass, hay, anything like that. It does have huge windows, tall ceilings. It is air conditioned for the animals, just because that's what it is. We have some more offices over here. On the ag side, 2 more restrooms. We have the ag arena where you could show animals. So it has stage lighting on the sand. You could set something up here if you wanted to. As for everyone sits, it is decorated in the school colors because it be that way. And there's also a foyer for this area with classroom windows. So this looks just like a normal classroom. in the main campus, but this says arena on it. It's a cool building. It's not much. It is just a lot of open space. So it is kind of like a drain, but oh well, life's life. Over here, we have our gymnasium. It's called the Cougar Den. Don't ask why. It is what it is. I'm actually surprised it'll fit on that. So this is the lobby to the gym. There's restrooms here and here. This is a concession stand area. And the gym is all of this. There's an aux gym in there. We'll go in there in a minute. But the gym floor can, in theory, be expanded even more if you were to push all these back. The full gym set is underneath it. So it's possible. This is a mat room right here. So you could put mats in here in real life. Women's locker room. We have an aux gym. It's not the biggest. It doesn't have any stands in it right now. Just a gym, no windows. It has storage. This also has access to the weight room. I rose the ceiling just a little bit for it. This is the men's locker room. They have a bypass from the weight room into it. They also have football storage in here. What's this? I don't know what this is. This is unfinished. I'm not gonna. Here's lockers. Here are showers. They actually work. And here are restrooms. There's a toilet. Then on each side there is a coach's office within each locker room. However, we do have more offices even here. So it's fairly cool. That's all for the gym. It's not much. It is very bland. Now for the fine arts building, my favorite one. We have 3 general classes out here, just general classroom things. Because this pack is so compact, we have a huge storage area because the main building doesn't have a lot, so anything can be stored in here. We also have an extra ensemble hall. So this could be used for lectures, it could be used for anything. Right now it's set up in a orchestral setting. They might turn this into the secondary choir room, replace the original and take out part of the storage unit area because there's a decent amount of space here that we can turn into practice rooms. So we could do that because that's 1, 2, 3 spaced, and then that is 2. So this would be a huge upgrade for the choir program, but that's time to work. So this is the pack hallway that leads to all of the ensemble halls and all that. There's restrooms in here as well. Very simple. Here is the orchestra and band hall. Here's orchestra small. We added those windows after the building was finished, after it was constructed. We actually had to add this orchestra hall. It wasn't originally there. This is the band hall. Very large, very expansive band hall. Room for expansion of students. They have plethora of storage. Even behind this thing, behind that wall, is their library. So it extends all the way. And they also have a percussion room. Another small ensemble hall that they could use for anything they desire. This way, we're going to go this way first. Here's the choir room. Practice rooms, 3 of them. Offices here with an exterior door. It has room to put the risers this way. It would come out to at least here. So it would shrink the room a lot, and that's why that secondary ensemble hall exists, is for situations like that. Back here is the shop and all that. You would build stuff all back here. Here's a shop towards the auditorium right here as well. This is storage, but these 2 are dressing rooms. And then over here is the theater classroom. We do not have a black box in this facility because the theater classroom is kind of the stage, so right now it hasn't been set up on the stage. We'll go this way. So right here we have access to our alcove is what I call them. And there's also a pit down here. So that's what this hallway is for the pit. It can be covered or not. But we do have emergency lighting up in the fly system. So it lights up just a little bit. This system is actually too low for its own good. We had to put in the secondary curtain after this one to hide the electrical system because you can see it straight through. But this is the auditorium. It's much bigger than the one that replaced. School colors are here. This is kind of the new thing that I'm going for. Is it cuts into the stage, so it's more an outward thing, like it shoots out. Um, this is the booth. You can turn off the auditorium. Then I can turn on the stage. Um, this current set has no specialty lighting right now. This is a very bland set. I'm actually gonna tear it down and put something interesting because this is just very small, very weak. There's not much to it, so it is very bland. That's that. It's cool. I like it. I think it's interesting. There's also a spotlight too. Oh, I guess that's the second one before. There's a spotlight there at the front, but it does have a light bleed. And then here's the lobby. Very humble, very small, but also looks kind of cool at the same time. Very simple. Restrooms in here, and then a box office / concession stand. Then it comes out here. So that's Centennial. Not much to Centennial. That's the school that replaced. That's now the middle school. That used to be the auditorium. Used to be taller and all that, but yeah, that's the school. It's fairly large. It's cool. I'm excited. We're gonna put a band pad here, a football stadium there, parking here, parking there, and all around. But hope you like this tour. This one's one of my favorite ones because just it looks so like academic per se. It looks normal. It looks like a real school compared to some other ones that we have on this world. Like this one just looks like a cluster crap. So hope you enjoyed. Hopefully this didn't lag out too